Yes, tis I, tis us. Bam.
What's going on?
All right, here we go. Let's do it. We're just getting it all together there. It's been how long has it been? Been 3 weeks?
It's been 2.5. It was only supposed to be two, and then your ass was asleep on Monday night. So, hello, this is the person who stays awake and shows up for the show. My name is Alex Dupree.
I'm Trey Chocolate Jock, and yes, it was my fault we wasn't on the air on Monday. So we usually on. Hold on, let me throw that right there like that. Bam. So we usually on Monday and Wednesday. So I was off work Monday because of Super Bowl Sunday the day before that. So I was recovering. I didn't really have a time schedule, or I was off. You know what I'm saying? Took a nap. Took a nap around. It was like maybe 5 or so. I took a nap. Didn't wake up till about what time? Did you call me?
Like right before the show, 7 o'clock. I was
Okay.
texting him, and then I was like, "Oh, he asleep," and I was like, "Dude, you must be asleep." And then I started freaking myself out. I was like, "Motherfucker, you better be asleep because I do not have time to be mourning anything else in 2001. I do not have time, the emotional strength or bandwidth to fuck up my life because I'm
Okay.
grieving."
Okay. So here's where, because I have not read these text messages to anybody. I waited until it's time for us to go on the air to read these text messages. So I don't know how it went from, oh, he's probably asleep, or damn, I hope you're not dead. I don't want to be going to anybody's funeral this. I'm like, how did it go from that to this? So check it. First text message. Let me know when you want to touch base. This was at like 7:54. 8:10. Hey homie, you all right? Eyes emoji. I'm about to post to the page and I wanted to check with you first to see what we wanted to say. 8:28. Something tells me, my chocolate friend, you are asleep. 8:29. At least you better be, and not better be dead in the ditch somewhere. I have no interest in being fucked up mourning my bestie's death this year. What? What? How did it get to that?
Because I just kept thinking, he hasn't hit me back. He hasn't hit me back. And this is not like him. He lives with his phone. You're not like me. My phone could be way over there somewhere and I walk away from it for hours and hours and half the damn day.
Now,
You're not like that.
I have my phone with me. You are 100% correct, but I was asleep. And this was one of those sleeps where, I didn't have anywhere to be, nothing to do. I was off. The ringer was off. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, something told me to just get up, and it was like 8:50, and we going at 9. I was like, "Yo, we can still do it. How about 9:30?" And she was like, "Nah,
He
forget it."
sounded so fucked up. No, there was no way. I don't even think you knew what day it was or whatever. I
I
was
was
like,
asleep. And some told me like my internal alarm clock just got up at that time, and yeah, sorry about that. So that's why we
yeah.
went on Monday. So things happen. But look, as y'all can see, we both got new digs. We're in different places at different times, and this looks like HD. See, I got a whole light right here. You know what I'm saying? We're spending a little money around these pods.
I got an HD camera, and this isn't the final. I'm in my office right now,
Yeah,
but I haven't put up any of my art yet, so I'm really jealous of you. But I did the move. I did the move. I'm at a new spot, and so
yeah,
this is just,
yeah.
you know, what we
So
got.
I'm in my new spot, and a love that I found is art. Like I got like different pictures around, and everybody's seen this picture before. Know if you've
Yeah,
seen it? That's Fresh Martin. Where Martin is in his apartment with Gina and Tommy and Pam. I think Cole is right there. And on the other side of the door, you got Will and Carlton and Shanae. That's
that's
called
cool.
it's called Fresh Martin. Yeah. So yeah, one of my most prized new photos that I have here. So
I'm gonna
that's
have to
what we're
give me
doing
some
here.
of that because that artist is dope. He's super
Yeah,
dope.
I was on Facebook just scrolling, and I was like, "Damn, this is pretty dope."
The shit you find on
Woo!
Facebook.
The stuff, the stuff, the stuff. So coming up tonight, we're going to talk to author um, uh, uh, Kamal. I was about to say Kamala, like our vice president. We're going to talk to author, life, relationship coach. His name is Kamal Imani. Alex is internet searcher, or you want to call it that. What have you been doing perusing the internet, and how did you discover this guy?
Well, it was, back you and I were having some discussions, some of our own, just homie discussions. And we started talking about some like relationship stuff. And I was like, I want to talk to a relationship expert. That's what we
Uh-huh.
need to do. And so I started, searching for a relationship expert. And Kamal popped up. Kamal's all over the place, man, with YouTube and his books, and they're on Amazon and what have you. And then, I just listened to some of his videos and some of the stuff he was saying. And I was like, this brother, he's on something. Let's
Okay.
go. Let's,
Okay.
let's put him on and let's have
Okay.
him do his thing.
All right. So we're going to talk to him a little later on this evening. Now it's time of the episode of the night where we call this shooting the shit. And next week I'm gonna hit a graphic with like the poo emoji. So I'm gonna have it right there. That'd be cool. Yeah. Okay, so I'm sure the past 2.5 weeks, Alex Dupree's life has just been a whirlwind of adventure, right? And wonderment.
Okay, so the move happened, but you are absolutely correct. So we did the move, and
Wait. Let's bring everybody back to where we need to go. Alex moved from her last spot. The last straw was basically the crackheads next door that had broke into your storage place in the building you were in, right?
it wasn't the crackhead next door who's more of a drunk, and
Okay.
but he's friends with the crackheads around, and because of him, crackheads have been in the building before that have like stole our bikes where I had to, pull out my machete and my lighter and alcohol to go try to get it back. Get Bruce's bike back anyway. Batman, he got his back, mine didn't come back. But yeah, that happened. We had our truck broken into in the garage. They took my damn Yeti cooler. My Yeti cooler.
Oh
And they
yeah,
don't
you
even
still
make
the
the
edit.
color that I had anymore. It was like a baby robin's egg blue. It was so dope. And then this last one, yeah, they broke into the storage units. Now we had so much stuff in storage that it like toppled down on top of me. And I was like, I hope he got hurt. Hope he got hurt real bad, got a concussion, and then like staggered out into the street all dizzy like and got hit by a truck. That's what I hope happened. But it didn't. But I wanted that to happen. But yeah, so that was the last straw. And then no, Batman was coming home one day, and we lived right
Batman,
next
by the
to
way, is her significant other.
my
Batman.
spouse. And so we did live next door, like a little convenience store. He saw this one just random white dude getting everything kicked out of him by four of the, apparently it's the Seattle Crips. The Seattle Bloods and Crips are arguing, fighting over my former corner. Yeah, the corner by the store and by the dog park. And yeah, so they just decided that was the white dude to beat up that night. So that was a bit much. I think we rolled through a lot of it. But yeah, we was like, we gotta get the hell out of here. This ain't
Hmm.
right. So moved from downtown to Seattle to West Seattle. That's where we are now. And I tell you, the move proved one thing. I have moved 15 times in my life. This was my 15th move. This was the one I will remember because this one was proof that we are no longer spring chickens. I have no idea why it took so long. We were moving for 10 days. We had the truck. But we were moving, cleaned a new place, cleaned all of that for 10 days. I even sliced my finger open with my knife. This is my sliced throats knife.
Okay,
If anybody.
because I was after you finished the story, I was gonna throw that up. Adams is trying to find a way to because your finger reminds me. Remember the little cat show that used to come on back in the day? It was a whole bunch of cats, and they were like, it was like an after school special or whatever, and the cat had it. Don't mind me. Continue your story. I'm gonna find the name of those cats though. But go ahead.
So
As a
we
matter of
had,
fact, I'm about to
how
Google the
they
name of
use
the cat.
that shrink wrap. So we shrink wrapped with those moving blankets my really expensive and heavy big mirrors. And so at night, every night after we moved stuff over, I was putting the whole house together at the time. I didn't want to move all the stuff in and then try to shuffle it. I did it at one time. And I was just slicing, the saran wrap off. And I was like, every time I say it, I do it to myself. I was like, girl, you better not cut yourself. sliced it open. I mean, I should have been to the hospital. It needed stitches. I was supposed to go to the emergency room, but I ain't had time for that shit. I'm in the middle of a move. I got to get this done. I got to go back to work soon, and it didn't fit in my schedule.
I don't think it was the Aristocats. I don't think it was the Aristocats. It came on ABC, and like the cats were. I don't remember if they were like garbage. No, they weren't like dirty cats. They were.
That's Top Cat.
No,
That's
not
TC.
Top Cat. It's not Top Cat either. It's not the It was the other cats. Because I remember. Oh, it wasn't one cat. That because he had like something on his finger. It was like I don't know if it was paint or I don't remember. In the cat, I think he had a top hat too. I don't know.
That's Top Cat.
That's not Top Cat.
That had a top hat.
The undisputable leader of the gang.
That was a good cartoon.
No,
I can watch that to this day.
I don't know if it was one cat, but it was on ABC, and I don't know if it came on like during the after-school specials or on the Saturday cartoons or something. But it was a cat. I don't know if it was multiple cats or if it was just one cat. But I remember
the same age. How do I not know what you're talking about?
You probably and when we get the name of this, you're gonna be like, yeah, you're right. Wasn't the Pound Puppies either, but this was around the time where it was baby animals and shit that were, Courageous Cat.
Courageous Cat and Minute Mouse.
I don't even know who the hell that.
I do.
Who the hell that is? No, but we'll get Courageous Cat. I don't know. We'll get back.
That sounds like something though.
Yeah.
I don't know. This is your memory, so you're gonna have to be the one to pull it out.
I don't even know why we got to the conversation about the damn cat. Actually, we were talking about your finger and the cat in the paint. Okay.
Mm-hmm. But you know what? It is good to know because I constantly sharpen my knife because my whole thing is I'm gonna slit somebody's throat. They come at me, and I even practice to the certain different heights. If he's a 6 foot tall man or whatever it is, I've had to pull this knife, but I'm constantly sharpening it, and so at least I know it is the appropriate sharpness because I sliced clean.
See, I'm stuff like that really like kind of like I can't watch a UFC fight. You feel me? Because it's people slapping each other, and so the fact of you, excuse me, the fact of you, talking about how it's sliced and I'm over here like when you watch this over, watch my face as you're describing it. I'm like,
I did it, whatever. I'm looking at it as I'm taking the dressing off and having to rewrap it. What you gonna do? How you gonna be squirmish? You did it to yourself. Now you gotta go in life-saving mode because there was a lot of blood.
Yeah. Shouts out Larry Biddle's checking in with us. Rebecca is on with us. Stony Stables is here with us. Shouts out to Art Sims and Adam Jam Mitchell. What's up?
What up, Adam?
What up? Also, don't forget our new website. Check it out. TreyandAlexx.com. Check it out.
It's super dope too.
Yeah.
We had one of the homies put it together and she jammed on it, man. It looks really good.
Yeah, and it's clean, as Alex would say. It's clean, right? It's clean. Pretty clean.
It's clean.
I'm trying to see. Nothing really happened to me that was interesting,
Did you lose any money on the Super Bowl? That's what I want to know. Because you were talking.
I didn't bet on the Super Bowl. No.
I saw you talking a whole bunch of stuff on your page. I was like, is he gonna back it up?
I'm a troll on Facebook. I'm a troll on Facebook. So don't take anything I write on Facebook serious until it's time to take me serious. That's my motto.
Well, okay, so next year we can bet on the Super Bowl because let me tell you how I bet. I don't do it the classic way. Everyone's like, over and under by how many points and who's gonna win. That's no fun. Mine are, and all the bets are $5. All bets are $5, but we make multiple $5 bets. So $5, somebody's gonna wear neon yellow shoes. I don't know who. I don't know what team. $5, somebody gonna have to get concussed and gonna have to get pulled out on the stretcher. $5.
Okay.
$5 is gonna be a streaker that's gonna run across after halftime. $5. These are my kinds of bets.
Did you see the streaker almost made? I want to say like $300,000.
No, there was one.
That was a streaker, and he had made a bet with somebody that there was going to be a streaker at the Super Bowl, and it was calculated to where they had took out the bail money and like the rest of his winnings, and I saw it online. It was like 200,000 or something like that. So I would have did that too. Go to jail, get bailed out, give me my money on the plane home. Yeah,
I didn't. Oh, that's smart. I could just be the streaker. I could. That's smart. But yeah, those are the kind of bets I make. So I keep it fun. I don't watch the damn game.
So let me share something with you, right? This is something that I've been going back and forth with. And I'm coming to terms on this, and it just hit me again just now. Okay, so you see what I have on? I have on an Adidas sweatsuit, jogging pants, top, or whatever, tracksuit, right? Who or what is the age group of people that wear that?
It depends what the suit looks like. Is it that parachute swish 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 material?
No, it's your normal. It's your normal.
No, I'm going to tell you, but it's the tracksuit. But that age group is the 56 plus. They got the tummies and they molesting kids. That's that. That's that age group and demographic. That was what you're wearing is your age group because of Run DMC. So it's people who were into them back then.
I'm struggling with the whole getting old thing. I'm struggling with that. I don't know. I wouldn't even say I'm struggling with it. It's just, I don't know. It's because I just thought about it. It's natural for me to just go on throwing an Adidas, whatever, and just keep it moving, But I'm thinking Reverend Ron, he's, I didn't grow up listening to Run DMC. You feel me?
Yeah, you didn't?
I mean, I wasn't rocking. I didn't have Run DMC tapes and albums. I knew who the hell they were. I listened to their music, but it wasn't like I was a Run DMC fanatic or whatever.
Okay, couple of things here. I'm gonna need you to embrace the age you are. Number one, I need you to do like.
Oh no, I don't have gray. We don't have gray. Camera.
I got white.
Shot on this? No, dog. We still good. We still good here. We still good here.
But I need you to embrace because this is great. I love getting older because first of all, I look damn good because black don't crack.
Yes, you do.
I look great. But I mean, this is how you get your experience and everything, and this is how you get to talk to the young whippersnappers.
I think it's my daughter's fault. I'm gonna tell you why. It's my daughter's fault because she keeps calling me old.
Well, to you, she is. Well, I mean, to her, you are. But no, actually, you had her young, so you actually are.
Thank you. That's what I'm saying.
You had her young.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But there is a certain thing. There is a certain thing. You get away with it because you're still in media. But there is that certain thing of grown ass men dressing like little ass kids, like teenage boys, and I don't like that because I really enjoy grown men.
Yeah,
so much.
Yeah.
So I love old men. Like
yeah.
So, but there's a thing with
I feel like I want to
grown men.
Find dressing like board around here. You said what? Say that again.
There's a thing with grown men dressing like like teenage boys, and that's not cute. You can be stylish and older, but you just can't be trying to rock
Okay.
Yeah, there's a difference. I mean, every now and then. Switch it up on them. I've seen some pictures in you with a suit and tie and.
Okay. No, we switching up all the time. Okay. Point number 2. I found myself when I go to the corner store for something. I found myself getting a bag of peanuts.
Oh, now you're old. Now you are old as hell. Sorry, my daddy did that. But at least you go to the corner store and you don't get the peanuts from off the side of the expressway because that's what my daddy used to do.
Hey. My brother used to do that. My brother used to be on Harrison and Van Buren, Harrison and Congress on the west side, selling peanuts and teddy bears on Mother's Day. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen. This is Bruce. There he is, looking like a Viking. Check him out there. Wither! Hello! Horror! I want to do.
That's my man.
Yeah, that's Batman.
Rawr.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Rawr.
Okay. So yeah, in a matter of moments.
Wait, your brother sold the peanuts or your brother bought the peanuts?
No, my brother was the one. Let me tell you something. Michelle Clark, their school right there on Harrison and Laramie. out west, Harrison and Laramie, out west. My brother we spend the night. Well, sometimes he would spend the night 24 hours, like 6 o'clock at night. He'd be out there Mother's Day, Easter, give me another holiday. Mother's Day and Easter and Valentine's Day.
Valentine's Day. Did he have roses on Valentine's Day?
Yes. It was a hustle. My brother was making $500-600 a day out there. And I was making $20. I made $20 out the ordeal. You know how much that is?
How'd you get 20?
Well, my mom eventually made him give me 50. But I'm thinking, I got $20. You know, I got lunch money all week.
Well, what did you do to get a cut? That's what I'm saying. Were you sitting there holding the sign?
I'm sorry, I didn't tell you the whole story. I'm out there selling peanuts. Peanuts, $1. Peanuts. You got to sell the peanuts in every car. So
I'm sorry, you said your brother was selling peanuts. You didn't say my brother and I. That is a different thing. You out there selling peanuts, homie? Peanuts, get your fresh out peanuts.
I wasn't saying that. And I would bag the peanuts too. There's a peanut factory on Lake Street called Mellows, Mellos.
Yeah.
He would work there. He would have teddy bears. He would also sell peanut brittle and that real nasty, like brown, white, and like red candy.
The brown, white, and pink, the coconut.
There you go. That nasty.
I love that. I used to go into the stores that said it where you're supposed to put a nickel in the box and never put a nickel in the box. Man. And I would just get like 6 of them and just eat them as I walked around the store shopping.
One time, Larry Westside, he said he made a ball something for my brother. See, that's one man. he was pumping black dollars into the economy right there, man. Shouts out Larry Middle. My man, Larry Middle.
Standing right there next to the folks selling bean pies.
All right, Jamie.
My brother.
Shouts out to Jamie. Talking crazy. I'm glad you're feeling well, brother. My man Jamie. I'm glad you're feeling well. All right. Can we get Kamal on? Where is he?
Yeah.
He's our guest for tonight. We're looking for Mr. Kamal Imani. He's out there. He's been commenting all night. He's an author and also a life relationship coach as well. He's at websites. He's got a website. He's also had books. An author of books. Kamal, so we're calling for you. Come on. Oh, so while we're waiting on Kamal, I want you guys to check out our new website. It's called TreyandAlexx.com, as you can see it right there. But we're going to take a quick sneak peek, just because I love all y'all. Let's see. I think he's popping up right there. I think we see him here. But let me show you all the new digs. So as you can check out the brand new TreyandAlexx.com. This is our site. As you can see, there's me, and there's Alex as well. I'm trying to cheese like I'm doing a little chocolate guy right there. But anyway, check out the site. As you first scroll up, you can see it has our bios or whatever. There's that cute little guy right there. There's that cute little gal right there. We both look like we about to start some shit. Look at us. We about to pick up something,
It starts young, doesn't it?
Yeah. So this is our front page, and it has all of our episodes. In fact, it's recording what we're doing right now. So you can check all of our episodes out here on the website. It has me, my bios right here. That's me. Like we were saying earlier, that's me with a suit on. You see?
You look dapper, homie.
Me with a suit. That's me with a suit. Let's see. There's other pictures of me here. Real quick, we'll go to Alex's page here. Oh, who's that hot mama right there? Who's that hottie?
Who had hair at once upon a time?
Yeah.
And whose hair is falling out since?
Yeah. So yeah, that's Alex. Here's Alex with a very white picture here. Hold on, let's take out Alex and here they're out in the forest. Yeah, they're out in the forest.
That's what we do, man. We backpack.
Doing white things. It's okay. We still love her.
It happens. My mama's white. My man's white.
There you go. Podcasts, all our videos are up there. And we want to shout out to Unique Solutions. That's Zakia who hooked up our site. So if you miss any shows, you can go to all of our older shows here. And that's what that is. So shouts out to Zakia. Check it out. It's TreyandAlexx.com when you guys get a chance.
And you can contact us through there too. I mean, here, but just want to have fun on the site. You can comment under the videos and stuff. But that's us.
Yes, us. Make sure you guys check it out. Check it out. Check it out. All right, so let's bring our guest on, Mr. Kamal Imani. Let's go and bring him on here. Good evening,
Peace, peace.
sir.
Good evening. How are you?
All right, pretty good.
Wonderful. Good to see you, Kamal.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me on.
Did you figure out what the name of those cats was, man? It's gonna kill my brain tonight. It's
Man,
gonna kill my name.
I thought I hit it with the Aristocats, man.
I thought you did too.
Yeah. So tell us about yourself, man. Tell us, what you do exactly. Alex has been giving you rave reviews on your this material. She's been giving you all the love, man. So talk to us about yourself.
All right. I call myself the unorthodox guru. That's new because I was tired of being a jack of all trades, master of none. And
Okay.
I noticed like when I used to go to jobs, some people would see my resume as like with gaps in it between schools and jobs, and that would be a negative. And other people would see it and that would be a positive. So I said, well, let me look at the positive side of all my experiences. So what happened with one of the things I do, and that is help people with their relationships. That happened because about 4 years ago, on my wife's side, people start getting divorced. And on my side, people start getting divorced. And we were like, there goes the family. What the hell is going on? So we had to start having sit downs and try to figure stuff out and deal with Twilight Zone situations and stuff like that. And then I was like, hey, I might as well write a book because I've been married 25 years.
Yep. And
So I
we
can
still
show people what
together.
I do. I'm sorry.
I
So
was
I
saying
can
we
show
still
people.
together. Got to show them the tricks. Yeah.
That's it. I said, well, yeah, I learned a lot of things and we made it this far. So, I had relationships before her. So I know a little bit of something.
Absolutely. All right. So we're heading into Valentine's Day. So we thought this was like a perfect time to get you on.
Yeah.
Valentine's, I think it's on Sunday or what have you.
Yeah.
So,
You're supposed to know things like that. A woman doesn't know when Valentine's Day is.
She
Valentine's
knows.
Day is every single day in my house. Have you seen
Uh-oh.
my man? Have you seen how I look at him? Uh, but we just thought it'd be a perfect time. So you've written a lot of books, and the titles are different. They're different books. It's just not like you're recreating the same material over and over.
Right.
So you have
Right.
Bring Back the Butterflies.
Mhm.
You have How to Survive
The
Love's
emotional roller
Emotional
coaster
Roller
ride.
Coaster, and the one I love too, which it could relate to today's show. Beware of the Booty Call, which I was like, the man knows how to write a title to get attention, doesn't he?
Beware of please break that down. Give me the inspiration behind Beware of the Booty Call. This
Yeah,
advice to women. Talk to me.
yeah. I mean, there's a lot. I'll go from my personal experience first. I mean, because like my friends tell me all kind of things. My barber, they tell me all kind of things. So, but for me, it's like, when you're single and the females ain't checking for you. But then when you have somebody in your arm, now they're checking for you, right? And it's like when I think it was Salt and Pepper or it was MC Light that said, "Where the f you been?" Right? Because it's like now that I'm married, here y'all come. You know what I'm saying? And they come and they dock and they try very hard and they don't care. You know what I'm saying? And so what I was saying basically in the book is like, look, you and yours better really be transparent and really not take each other for granted because Shaniqua gonna be knocking on the door. You know what I'm saying? And Robert might be or Dexter St. John's or whoever, somebody knocking on the door. And you know what I'm saying? And it's like, if I don't treat my woman right, like you said, every day is Valentine's Day. If I don't treat her right and I'm being nasty because I'm taking her for granted, I don't know what's happening when she hit the street, when she hit her job, when she in the post office. And I didn't give her no flowers, right? I didn't give her no compliments. I didn't give her no money. I didn't give her nothing. I didn't cook and clean the house. when she wasn't home to
Cook
make it a
and
nice,
clean the
pleasant
house.
place. Huh?
Cook and
Yeah,
clean the house. That's what
that's
I'm talking
right.
about. Keep going.
That's right.
Keep going.
So now here come this dude pulling up, and I don't even know what's going on.
Right. You
So
left a space for him to slide in, is what you did.
exactly. So I ain't trying to give him no space. Now if she still want to go do what she want to do, I gave 110%. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I'm good. You
Right.
know, I never want to be the one that made the mistake or the error. You know what I'm saying? And she shouldn't want to be the one. So it's like reminding each other not to take each other for granted, because we always get into these ruts in life, just chasing the bills and running around trying to do better and improve ourselves. But there's a certain pattern in the rut that we get into. So we have to be able to recognize that and say, wait a minute, it's time for me to show her some more love, and vice versa.
Yeah. So do you find that relationships are work and that you have to work at it? Oh, look at that face. He didn't just shake his head. He did one of these. Just shook his head. Okay, so let's talk about the work you got to do in a really. I know you talked about cooking and cleaning the house, and you can say that again because that was very
Okay,
effective.
remind me about the work. Let me say one more point on the cooking and cleaning. Right, when I first got with my wife, I hated that baby face song. But as soon as I get home from work, I hated it. Every time it came on, I was like, this soft sucker. This, what the hell's he talking about? I'll do this as soon as I get home from work. I ain't doing none of that, right?
Come on,
Now
that's
I'm
the
like,
jam though. That's the jam though, man.
well, I
Yeah.
was, I was coming from different relationships. I was coming from being spoiled. And now I got one. And
Okay.
he talking about as soon as I come home from work, I got to clean clothes, I got to do the dishes, I got to cook the food, and I got to make love to you. I'm like, nah, money, nah, it ain't like that. Now I'm like, yeah, money, I see what you're talking about, baby face. He was
Absolutely,
right. He was right. You know what I'm saying?
absolutely. So
That's like hush money. Just do it all, and now she's happy. Happy wife, happy life is real. Okay, now you were saying about
that is a real thing. So like when you talk to couples that are let's say we'll do a couple scenarios.
okay.
Let's say everything is going okay.
Mm-hmm.
You know, not bad. Nobody's talking divorce, but it's just the spark isn't there.
Right.
It's just okay. It's like you're
Right.
living with your friend. Y'all good, whatever, but the
Mm-hmm.
sexy isn't there. So,
Right.
um, what are some of the things that you recommend to get the sexy back? Because there was one video I was watching of yours, and I was dying laughing. By the way, it was awesome. You were talking about um making sure it's spicy, and you were using food references like a whole full course meal to have to keep the sexy time sexy.
I was probably freestyling that one, but I know it's coming from someplace.
You talking about appetizers, and you got the
Mm-hmm.
appetizer course. And I need to put a probably a link to that on our
was,
page because
was that the one when I was?
you was dropping gems, homie.
That's the one when I was cooking for her before she got home. I think
You,
so.
I think. Okay, I'm just gonna say what it is.
Yeah. Help the fellas out, Keep the spice going. Help the fellas out. Do I gotta walk around like Bing Rames and Baby Boy? I want some breakfast. Y'all don't, the people out there know what I'm talking about.
Well, you don't have to, but what we shouldn't do is walk around in the drawers that she don't really like.
That's
Walk
true.
around if our stomach's out. You know what I'm saying? Like not looking like them dudes that she's looking at on TV.
Who
So
you playing?
she looking
No,
at
no, no,
them.
no, no.
Oh,
I'm saying that part. I'm saying he's dropping gems right now
okay.
because I bought Batman's entire wardrobe. I redid
Yep,
his wardrobe.
yep.
And he had
She bought
zero
mine.
problem with that, right?
She
Because
buys
if
my
I like
drawers.
looking at it,
Yep, she
and
buys my underwear now because she used to complain and I ain't paying no attention. Now she buys them, so I can walk around in those, but not the old ones.
no, I be telling them when it's time, stuff gotta go. It's time to have a funeral. But in the same part, don't want to put all this on the men. For
Oh
me,
no.
Batman thinks I can walk around in a they always say a burlap sack and you look good, but there are a couple things he doesn't like. And one of the things he doesn't like, for some reason, are wedge shoes. Those wedge heels. That is not his thing. He does not like wedge heels. So what did I do? I had a couple pairs of them, and I didn't care how much I loved them or liked them or adored them. They went out the door. They went to Goodwill. Why? Because every time my man looks at me, he needs to love what he sees. He needs to be attracted to it. I mean, we already know I shake the best, but I need to look the part too.
Right. I understand. Yeah, for the men, I would just say like, we have to know what mood she's in. Like you can get all sexy and jump out the closet or whatever. I shouldn't say closet, but you know what I'm saying? Ta-da! And she might be like, I got a headache and I'm gonna sleep. You know what I'm saying? So make sure she's in the right mood. And I mean, yeah. It depends on what she likes. You know, if she likes your legs, show the legs. If she like your back, show the back. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is, take your shirt off. She like whatever. But I don't really get into that part that much. I just get into pampering her pretty much. If she's in the mood to be pampered, I just pamper her and just make sure she's good. It's like balancing. I got a 15-year-old son now, so I got to make sure he's good. I got to make sure she's good so I can be good. You know, and that's basically it. It's just doing whatever to make sure everything's good. But I am one on like, if I get home first, I clean as much as I can. You know what I'm saying? I clean. I make sure everything's done. And if I get home first, I'm cooking. You know, because she tricked me when we first got together. She's West Indian from Barbados, and I used to go to her house, and her mother and her would go in the kitchen and cook these big Bayesian meals, and I would be nodding to sleep with my head sweating and fall asleep on her couch. And I was like, wow. And I thought that's how it was going to be. And after we got married, I was like, honey, where's dinner? And she was like, I'm watching my show. And then a show would go over. I'd be like, honey, where's dinner? Oh, I didn't know this was coming on. And I'm like, oh, man. And I was like, okay, okay. So now that's when I just started cooking after a while. I was like, I ain't going to wait for you. I'm just going to cook. So it's like relieving each other of stress. That's like my daily
Perfect.
number one thing.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Sorry about that, Alex.
No, go.
Name some mistakes, man, that you've made, that you've learned from. You know, that has resulted in your work now, that you have out, your books, and you know, just with relationship mentoring, if you want to call it that. Counseling is the better word.
The first thing that comes to my mind is when I was with my wife as a fiance, finances. Exactly. My grandmother said, make sure she handles the money. And my grandmother was right because number one, I'm a risk taker and I'll have some extra money or think it's extra money and I'm ready to invest in something, you know what I mean, do my music or whatever. And there was times when I thought I gave her enough and I paid enough. And she said, you forgot about the electric bill. And you also forgot about this bill. I was, oh. And she'd be like, we
Nothing
got to
is
sit down.
less sexy. I mean, nothing is the less sexier. You know what I'm trying to say.
Right.
Nothing is less
Then
sexy
broke.
than the lights getting turned off. Maybe that,
Right.
maybe not having no hot water. But the lights getting turned off. That is not just a mood killer. That really will turn the tide in a relationship. You got my lights turned off, homie.
Right.
Wow.
See, so a lot of things I say the brothers don't like, but it's what I learned and it's what works for me. And one of those things is giving her most of my check. I feel good giving her most of my check. Hush money. You good? You sure? Here a little bit more. You good? You sure? Here a little bit more. We good, right? All right. Now what I got, I can play with, and I don't got here nothing, and everything's taken care of.
Right.
I love it.
This is awesome. I didn't even see this coming.
Right. You got to squeeze, and you get it. You got to squeeze. You know.
Brothers don't want to hear that though. You know, give me my money, yo. All right. You find out. Don't mess nothing up.
I'm loving this. This is a great conversation. Let's talk about Now, Trey said mistakes. Let's go big mistakes. Let's say relationship got in trouble. We got in a rut. We let life happen to us. Because when you're dating and everything seems like a vacation when you go over to your boyfriend or your girlfriend's house. Like it's an escape from whatever's going on in your life and the problems.
That's
But then you
right.
guys come together and then
Mm-hmm.
life is in the same place as the
Ooh.
escape. So it's no
Mm.
longer the escape. There's where the
Mm-hmm.
bills are. There's where the chores need to happen. It's the same stuff. So
Right.
life happened to you and you let life get in the way, and let's just say somebody strayed. Somebody, and it's both sides. Women cheat, men cheat.
Mm-hmm.
uh, I'm sure you've talked to couples and
Right.
you've done some counseling. Like,
Mm-hmm.
how do you think a couple can get past cheating? And if so, how do you recommend they go about doing that?
Well, it's more of a personal opinion than a professional opinion. And my personal opinion is, for the most part, no, they can't get past it. And that's from experience from myself and others. Um, because especially a man's ego. I think a man's ego is I'm gonna get in bed with her, and she's gonna make some noise, and I'm gonna be like, oh, I wonder if she's thinking about Jaheem. You know what I'm saying? Or am I doing it as good as Jaheem? Or was Jaheem pounding that out? That's what I'm gonna think, and it ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna last long.
Or if
And
her eyes are closed, is she envisioning Jaheim?
yeah, it's going. Yeah, exactly.
Or if she make a mistake and say Jaheim.
Exactly.
That deserves a high five, homie. That's a high five.
Now the woman, she gonna say, "I forgive you." She might go to church. She might talk to girls, her auntie, grandma. Well, that's a good man. He made a mistake, but about 3 years later, or not, or 3 months later, I was gonna say, well, every time something come up, she gonna bring it up. That's my experience. I ain't seen nothing better.
Women do have we have a way of doing that. I don't. I'm the most dude like chick. Well, I know I'm mushy. I'm mushy with my man. That's a lot. But I'm one of the boys. I am one of the boys.
Mushy is an understatement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, but it's because I have found my one, the one that I had prayed for over a decade, the one that I had, been wanting and waited for. And so it's like, what I'm holding back for? I got this is everything I've wanted.
Mm-hmm.
I do my love a disservice if I'm not giving all of my genuine emotion, right?
Exactly.
There you go.
Exactly.
Shouts out to
And,
Carla
and
and Rebecca as well, saying what's up to us tonight.
and,
Also,
and
Marcy.
he'll
Hey
never
y'all.
he'll never forget you if you messed up.
I know that's right. None of
I
them
could
ever
probably call
have.
5 of my exes right now because I gave them 110%. They messed up.
You know what? Not to use a reference of the orange thing that's gone, but I used to say, like, I'm putting it all in here. I'm putting it all in. So if I get to the boardroom, and we have to sit and a decision has to be made on what happened. The person who's making the decision on what goes down said, "You did everything. This was not on you. I'm looking at your resume. I'm looking at your track record, all of that stuff. You did it. This is not on you. And whatever. You're free. Even if it's even when it comes down to divorce, because something like that is there's still a stigma on divorce. I know there's less of one, but
Right.
it is like a death. It is like mourning
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
It's
loss of
serious.
the death of your relationship and all that. And
Mm-hmm.
people still, internalize that, say it was my fault. I did something wrong. They don't want to be seen as a divorcee. People may look down on me and stuff like that. But if you can go into the boardroom and be like, I did it all. This was not on me.
That's right.
And that's how I live. That's how I live my relationship.
Yeah, because mainly people are concerned about what their peers, their co-workers, and their families say about them, church members, whatever the case may be. And we have to learn they don't really matter. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, like, they don't matter. It's kind of like when a funeral happens, if one of your loved ones dies, the rest of the world seems to stop for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care about the Knicks game and the comedy and the party. I don't care politics because something serious happened. So they're concerned about them. But what's happening with the peers, they're like, oh, look, it's the Joneses. Oh, I still got my man. I still got my man. You know what I'm saying? What are you doing Valentine's Day? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And so that's what they're concerned about. But what I was going to say when you asked about work in the relationship, number one is spiritual. And that's
Mm,
what people don't get. That's
mm.
like number one before even communication, spirituality. So
I like it.
now it's time for you to heal, self-examine, get closer to God in a tight situation. You know, that now it's time for that, and to love yourself and love God, rebuild, renew, refocus, and you're good. And that's in the relationship. I try to encourage myself and my wife to both work on ourselves spiritually and point at ourselves first, and then bring our spirituality together. But if I'm here and not equally yoked, right? If I'm here and she's here, that's going to be a problem. Or vice versa. It's going to be a problem. So I try to share any technique that I learned, that we learn, anything. I just try to share it.
I
Yeah,
like it.
we're talking right now with life relationship coach, Mr. Kamal Imani. He is just schooling some of you young bloods out there. Just talking crazy. Just basically discussing relationships and marriages and all of that. And Alex is uh, filled with questions and lots of questions
Good,
tonight.
good.
We're just talking about the gas. Like, I was, we were talking about keeping it sexy. We're not keeping it sexy, but uh, keeping it spicy, if you want to call
Right.
it that. Can
Spicy.
you? So
Y'all want some spicy stuff?
Always.
it's
Who don't
always
want
her.
spicy?
It's always her.
I
It's
want.
always her.
I'm spicy. I want spicy. I deliver spicy. I would like to receive spicy.
Can you describe a lot of? We're still on this mistakes thing. That
Okay.
mistakes that. Well, you're dealing with relationships and marriages.
Oh, I'll give you one.
The main mistakes that men make. I know you were talking about money. That was one of the whole things. Let the woman control the money. But give me something else. Has there more instances of you coming across I don't know, the guy who likes to hang out with his guys all the time, or the
Mm-hmm.
guy who doesn't really pay attention to his woman because he's so into his work? Like, give me,
Okay,
just a
there's a
few
lot of
examples.
scenarios here. You can keep helping me with that one. Okay, the first one that comes to mind. I know a sister that married a Q dog. Even at her wedding, they were at the wedding reception doing a thing, and it was like, so that was weird right then. And I was like, I don't know, man, is this gonna work? So he was always going out into real estate and stuff, but he's always uh going out with his boys, even after they bought a new house and had the kid. He's just partying. And she questioned him about it a few times, and he put his hands on her, and then they got
Oh,
divorced.
oh,
So
Oh
he was still
man.
in college mode, and I really think she got with him. She met him in college,
yeah,
right? Because he was popular, and she was pretty much a nerd girl from the suburbs.
yeah.
So I think she kind of wanted a crew and wanted some new friends and wanted to be with this popular guy. And he had money too, real estate dude. So
Mm,
she had money too as a professional,
mm-hmm,
but that's what happened with that one.
mm.
That's unfortunate. Yeah, but that took a turn.
Yeah, yeah.
And often it does. Like if somebody's coming at you, saying what they don't like and what they'd like you to stop, you know,
Hmm.
we've heard it happen. We definitely are not condoning it. We definitely say it's not
Right,
right. But
right.
I'm just saying we've heard this story too many times, so we get that.
Right,
So I want to
right.
get before we wrap up,
Hmm.
I want to get to some of the positive stuff. We've been talking mistakes or whatever. Let's talk about all the great things that you get from a great relationship and why, you need to get back on track, especially we're going into Valentine's Day, how you can get back on track, some cool things you can do. Because I'm going to tell you this Kamal Imani, he got the Valentine's Day edition of, what is it? How
Let's
to
bring back the
survive.
butterflies.
Oh, bring
That's
back
the
the butterflies.
Valentines. Yeah.
He got the regular edition, and then he got the Valentine's Day edition of how to
Bring
bring
back the
back the butterfly.
butterfly. Okay.
So let's
Well,
get into some of the Valentine's Day edition of it all.
all right. Well, I mean, I get kind of personal deep because I came from a broken family, single mother, all of that, hood, Bronx, all of that. And I always wanted a regular family, a nuclear
Mm-hmm.
family. So for me, this is what I prayed to God for. Just like you said, your husband's a godsend. So I think people have to stop taking for granted who comes to them. And I say who God sends to you because of the internet and because of just speed dating and all of this stuff going on. We have so many choices, we think, that we take people for granted because it's like, oh, yeah, word, I'm going to block you, curve you, this, that. And it's like, wait a minute, that's a human being, that's a spiritual being. And maybe that was the one for you if you took some more time. So if you have someone, you need to remember, like every day, like you prayed, God, thank you for waking me up today. Well, thank you for giving me him or her today, and really have gratitude and put that out there and stop being narcissistic and selfish and egotistic. So that's the
Yeah,
spiritual stuff.
Kind
It
of
keeps
hard for
coming
some
back
people
to
to
that.
do that, though. It's kind of hard for some people to shake
But
that.
they have to if they want to
Yeah.
be successful.
Yeah.
I agree. And let me tell you, one of the things getting into my with my current spouse, um, we talked about how Alex loves. She's just loving, giving all of her stuff. And he was really interested in how I was not bitter or didn't hold a grudge from some of the things that happened in my previous relationship, which lasted just short of 20 years. So he was just like, he's like, you're not bitter, you're not mad. I was like, no. I was like, that happened. We set that to the side because if I hold that, I'm blocking all
That's right.
of everything that's gonna
Mm,
have good that's gonna happen in this relationship. I'm blocking all the
mm,
love you can bring me. I'm blocking all the love I'm blocking.
mm.
And so that's really good that you mentioned that because I mean it's hard to do. Trey said it's hard to do, and it's
Yeah,
true. It's hard to do,
yeah.
but
It is hard to
we
do.
we come into our enlightened moments at different point in our lives based on our experiences. And
Hmm.
my experience was it wasn't worth it. Holding on to the the bad or hold on to the negative, um, it was going to run me the risk of not getting certain things that were going to be
Right.
great out of my
That's
next
right.
relationship.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
right. How much time do we have?
We're almost at time. I want to make sure you would say anything you want to get in that's super important. That it's like we cannot end this without saying this. And then I want you to promote some of your stuff because I know you got a lot going on, Kamal. So let's just make sure folks know about all the stuff you're doing, and just so they can follow you as well.
Well, ask me a question because I got thousands of stories, so I don't even know which one to.
Go, Trey. What's on your mind? I think I've been the
Yeah.
show hogger. I've
No,
been the question
I'm for the
hogger.
brothers today. Like I said, I was just, just getting more advice on, the mistakes the brothers have made, how to keep it going,
Okay, I'll ask one last
Yeah.
question then. What are
Yeah.
Okay.
some of the
I'm here for the
things that
brothers today. I'm for the brothers.
as a guy, and
Okay.
let's go for the brothers, because we've done a lot of guy towards
Hmm.
women talk, and like I am a huge lover of men. Not meaning I'm out here in the street.
Right.
I'm
I
just saying
understand. I
I
love
love
women.
the male species. I am a fan of
Hmm.
men. I have never bashed men. That is not what I do, and I'm known for not doing that.
Diddy.
But oh,
Hmm.
I'm a Diddy hater, but not because of that. Not because of relationship stuff.
Go ahead. I'm
Yeah, but
messing
I'm a
with you.
Diddy
Go ahead.
hater. Occasionally. But I want to know what are some of the things that have made you feel good, feel best as a man, as a partner, as a provider, as a husband, as a father. that your wife, your partner has done for you? Like, what are some of the things that women can do that we may not think mean much, but to you it means the world?
There's the
Oh,
Viking. Look at
babe,
the Viking guy. He
babe,
doesn't have his staff. He
hold
usually
on,
has his
baby.
staff, and he rarely talks.
That's awesome.
Not really.
Yeah.
One thing, I'll wait for it to finish it.
The Viking,
Okay.
yellow hair. He has a staff. He doesn't have a staff with him. But go ahead. Yeah, we have had a Viking sighting.
Okay.
Oh my God.
One thing that I remember telling my wife, not that this isn't one sided, because like I said, I was bad with the money, she was good with the money, so it's not one sided. But I said, talk to me sweetly. You know, I came from a affectionate family. She came from a stern family that wasn't affectionate, right? But also, I was her first love. So I'm like, talk to me sweetly, because if you don't talk to your boss like that, and you don't talk to the people, your teacher, your professor, why bring that home? So I'm not saying I'm a male chauvinist. I'm saying I'm not going to talk to you negatively with a bad tone. I'm gonna talk to you. Hey, beautiful. How you doing today? How you doing, honey? What's going on? How can I help you? What you need? Right? Talk to me like that, and don't make assumptions and don't hold stuff back. Holding stuff in, the brothers do not like that. When we
Oh,
thought it was solved, we thought it was over, and now the bomb is exploding on us, and we like, yo, whoa, where'd that come from? That could
yeah.
break you up, like, you know. And we went there about 4 times in 25 years, which is good, but we got close,
Yeah.
you know, just because of the communication.
I think
Because
that's big. I think that's big.
and
I like that you said that. Come
thank
on,
you.
before we run out of time, because
Mhm.
we do
Right.
we're getting close.
Okay.
Promote some of your stuff. What are some of the next projects you're working on? What are some things you want people to know you got going on?
All right, thank you. For people that don't like to read that much or don't have the time, the audio book is the emotional roller coaster ride. So that is how to. So I'm trying to talk fast. I started to
No.
do,
You're
but
fine. You're fine. Take your
yeah,
time.
yeah.
Take
It's
your time, doctor. Take your
How
time.
to Survive Love's Emotional Roller Coaster Ride, and that's available on the digital platforms like iTunes and Amazon, etc. And then on Amazon, Barnes and Noble, and Lulu, you have Let's Bring Back the Butterflies. You got the Valentine's Day edition. Now, Let's Bring Back the Butterflies is a small book. Most of them are small. I don't put fluff. I don't put extra. I don't go to encyclopedia and just copy and paste. This is stuff that I want people to talk about, sit down and be able to communicate about. So you open it up, and there's some techniques in there too, and you just talk about it. That's what it's supposed to do. It's like a key to unlock the conversation.
You got what's
So
I
it's
your
love
all
it.
social media?
online.
You got Twitter, Instagram. What's your social media? How do people contact
And
you?
it's butterflies, Trey. It's more than one fly.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't
It's
know.
a whole bunch of the flies.
I'm sorry. Somebody should have said something. My bad.
This ain't the dance, Trey. This ain't
My
the
bad.
dance.
My bad. My bad.
Instagram is at Kamal Supreme, Kamal Imani. It's Facebook, and I'm about to work on my new website too, so I'm not sure what that's going to be. But if you Google Kamal and relationships, you get that, because I'm also a spoken word poet, so you will get some of that.
Okay. Cool.
So put Kamal Imani relationships, you'll get a lot of stuff.
All right, man.
Thank you.
Thank you. We'd love to have you come back on and
I'd
talk
love to
more
come back.
relationships.
I got a lot. I wanted to tell y'all about the one that used to abuse me.
Oh, okay.
On the cruise ship. On the
That's a
cruise
good
Okay.
one.
ship.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Let's
We'll get
bring
to
you
that.
back. Sit in the green room. Hold on. Sit in the green room. Don't go anywhere. We gonna schedule you for the next one.
Yes,
Okay.
indeed. Yes,
Sit
indeed.
tight.
All right. All right. Kamal Imani, ladies and gentlemen. That was pretty dope. All right. Episode 29 down the drain. I'm Trey the Chocolate Jar.
I'm Alex Dupree.
And we'll talk to you guys Monday night, 9 p.m. right here. Have a blessed one.
Deuces.